friends, a lot of questions about how to paint a portrait from nature. This is a difficult form of person painting. We need to build the proportion of staging in the shadows. To paint a portrait means convey the character of person. When you paint a portrait from nature, you need to develop your eyes, logic, and intuition. With painting from nature, it begins the process of creation. We learn to see better. It gives freedom of action. The ability to paint from nature, it gives ease of movement with the acquisition of experience, development of eyes estimation. No longer needed, no any adaptations to be accurately transfer image on the paper. You will do it easily, playfully, effortlessly. For example, drawing through the cell. Painting from nature, this is the most amazing moment of creativity. Learn to paint from nature. It is necessary. The right approach is required here, and experienced mentor. Дорогие друзья, очень много вопросов о том, как рисовать портрет с натуры. Это сложный вид рисования человека. Нам нужно построить, подобрать пропорции и соотношение оттенков. Писать портрет значит передать характер человека. Когда пишешь с натуры, нужно развивать свой глазомер, логику и интуицию. С рисованием с натуры начинается процесс творения. Мы учимся видеть полней. Это дает свободу действий. Умение рисовать с натуры придает смелость, легкость движения с приобретением опыта, развитием глазомера. Уже не понадобится никаких приспособлений, чтобы точно передать изображение на бумагу. Например, рисование через клеточки. Очень много рисуют через клеточки. Рисование с натуры – это самый удивительный момент творчества. Учиться рисовать с натуры необходимо. Здесь требуется правильный подход и опытный наставник. أصدقائي الأعزاء، هناك الكثير من الأسئلة بشأن كيفية رسم البورتريه من الطبيعة، أي بدون صورة. هذا النوع من الرسم يعتبر صعبا بالنسبة للأشخاص، وخاصة في رسم الجسم والوجوه. نحن بحاجة إلى بناء النسب في رسم الجسم والوجه في رسم البورتريه. يعني هذا يعني للتعبير ولمحاكاة شخصية الإنسان الذي نقصد، نحن اللي بنقصد في رسمه. عندما نرسم الأشخاص نحن نطور دقة ومقياس النظر في عيننا، في رفع مستوى المنطق والحدث. يعني في رسم البورتريه بتبدأ عملية الخلق، يعني بنتعلم نشوف الجمال أكثر جمالا واكتمالا ومثالية وما جرى وكذا وكذا. طيب هذا يعطينا حرية العمل في اكتساب القدرة على الشجاعة وسهولة الحركة في الرسم، كمان في اكتساب الخبرة ودقة الملاحظة وما شابه ذلك. طبعا أيضا من مميزات رسم البورتريه هي اللحظة التي تعتبر يعني الأكثر إثارة للإبداع. طيب هلا إذا من الضروري تعلم كيفية رسم البورتريه، وهذا يتطلب نهج صحيح ومعلم مكتسب الخبرة. أصدقائي الأعزاء، أشكركم وأرجو متابعتكم في مشاهدة هذا الفيديو القصير. Дорогие друзья, благодарю вас и прошу смотреть наш видео. Please watch this video. كاترين تساعدنا في ذلك ومقاية نام благодарна. Начинаем. Давайте. Thank you. Today I'm going to show you how I draw and paint a realistic portrait. My daughter sitting right in front of me in a chair, and I am working with two mediums, pencil and acrylic on canvas. For this portrait, the light is coming from the upper right side. This direction of light helped me build the structure of the face and create dimension. Even artists in Napoleon's times used this approach. For example, they placed a slight shadow above the upper lip and a highlight on the lower lip to make the lips look more realistic and three-dimensional. In portraiture, light and shadow guides the viewer's attention. The center of the face is usually where the focus is strongest, while the sides gradually move into shadow. I begin shading the hair near the ears, creating a soft, hazy effect that gets darker as it moves outward. When I use black, I apply it only at the deepest point of the shadow, never on the edges. It should always blend smoothly and seamlessly. I usually start my portraits with a pencil. My first lines are very light. I don't press hard. I prefer to sketch gently, just marking proportions and guiding shapes. Once I begin painting, I move around the portrait. Instead of focusing on one small area for too long, I apply colors with a brush, a palette knife, or even a spoon, depending on the texture I want to create. Regarding the choice of background colors, many artists choose sky blue, but to be honest, I don't like sky blue backgrounds for portraits. As I mentioned before, it is preferable to use colors that have color harmony and balance in the background.
It adds contrast and makes the face stand out beautifully. And one more thing. While I am painting, my eyes constantly monitor every part of the painting. I am not staying at one fragment. I am looking at different fragments of the painting. This helps me stay aware of the overall composition and balance. And so we begin our trick. Here we transition from gray to other color. It is necessary to add white. To blend the pink color or any other color. Many questions arise about how to draw a figure and portrait. Especially how to choose the model. Woman, man, child, the correct body pose. And then how to select lighting for the model. To be drawn first. One, comfort is the most important. The pose must be comfortable for the model. Especially if the session will be long. The chair should support the back. And the feet should be stable. Two, the angle of the body relative to the artist. The best angle for a portrait is the three causes view. The body is not facing you directly. But slightly turned. This angle shows the depth of the face. And gives a lifelike feeling. Three, head position. The head can be slightly tilted forward. Gives elegance and strength. tilted up with a side glance. Gives softness and emotion. 4. The hands. For a formal portrait. Hands on the lap. Or resting on the chair arm. For a natural or poetic portrait. One hand on the cheek. On the chair. Or gently folded in the lap. Five. The personality decides the pose. Child, natural and simple poses. Strong personality, direct gaze towards the artist. Calm or poetic personality. Side gaze with a gentle head tilt. Second, how to choose the right lighting for portrait drawing. One, light from above. And from the side, top side light. This is the best lighting. For realistic portraits. Example, the light comes from the right side and from above. This lighting reveals the nose shape. Eye sockets and jawline. It creates beautiful gradations between light and shadow. Two, Rembrandt lighting. A famous classical technique. Light comes from above. And from one side. It creates a small triangle of light under the opposite eye. Excellent for academic portrait drawing. 3. Avoid direct frontal lighting. It removes shadows and makes the face flat. Not suitable for realistic drawing. Four. The best shadow pattern. Half of the face in light and the other half in shadow. The shadow should not be black, but soft and gradual. The light should not be too strong or too weak. Five. Type of light. Natural window light. Ideal and soft LED or softbox light. If drawing indoors. Place the light slightly above eye level. Golden tip. Remember, shadow shapes the face. More than lines do. Choosing the light is more important than the drawing skill itself.